There's more on David Stern on NBA.com/David-Stern. You can find it there.
Send me your resume. I might get you a job, boss.
What do you think about the end of this tenure, Charles?
You know, Ernie, I came into the NBA with Commissioner Stern, and he's beat me down a couple times in that office. It's a very
He whacked you?
He whacked me. It's a scary feeling. But you know, I look at the numbers. When we got to the NBA in 1984, the average salary was $200,000. I think I saw the number. Now the average salary is $5.7 million. That's amazing. A 30-year period. We are the most international game. We're in countless, obviously, hundreds of countries now. You know, people forget, Ernie, we watched the NBA game back at our day.
Tape delay.
It was tape delay for the finals.
Yeah, early
And
80s.
you got the one game on Sunday on CBS. Now, between us and ESPN, we're on a lot. All the players are household names. And Ernie, people forget, the NBA was considered a bunch of black guys who did drugs and who were thugs.
Yeah, he talks about that in our conversation, too, about the image of the league when he took over.
And now we just a bunch of rich black guys.
Did you ever get whacked?
Yeah, I got whacked probably more times than Chuck. But, you know, David Stern was a very intelligent man. He was a lawyer. He was fair. He said something that was very interesting in that interview. He said he had to take care of all 30 teams and not really focus on one team or focus on one player. Because I used to call his office all the time and Hack-a-Shaq this, Hack-a-Shaq that, and he said, Shaq, I have to take care of the league. Really can't worry about one player. So I can go on record and say that, yes, he was the best commissioner and he was a fair guy and he will be missed.
I think he's going to go on the record as the best commissioner ever, not in any sport. I think, like Charles said, and you said that's in the interview, you know, when he first got into the league, it was predominantly thought of as a black league with guys who were on drugs, who it wasn't corporate, it wasn't a national sport. And then here you are 30 years later, it's thought of as a global sport. And I don't think the makeup of the player ethnicity has changed that much. Still pretty much predominantly African Americans, black players, and it's not thought of it like that. Corporate, bigger than Disneyland. And I think what Adam Silver's job will be, because what do you add on to that? I think Adam will add on an international flavor. I think that's going to be his legacy. I believe in less than 5 years there will be franchised overseas. I believe that he will make it a global game instead of just globally watched. Yeah. And I think that will be his legacy, and which will take this game.
I think Adam got a very difficult decision because this thing is so big now. I always believe, you know, you see it in football now. They're like, we need more regular season games. We need playoff games because the money keeps going up and everybody wants more and more and more. I think it's going to be very difficult for Adam to make the NBA. Like, if he could keep it at the level as that, it'd be great. But it's going to be hard to just keep throwing dollars in the pile.
Well, that's why I feel that it has to be internationally, because I think it is starting to hit a peak nationally. But internationally, you know, it's a basketball stall.
Well, he and the commissioner talked in London at their press conference about the possibility of a division.
That's what I think. It's going to be a division. I really believe that. You can't have one team. It's impossible to have one team over there. And you have to have 3 or 4. Yeah. So when you make that trip, it's kind of like the Texas Triangle trip.
And I'm against that.
Why?
I don't think we should be sending these players overseas to play regular season games. I don't think that's right for the players. At some point.
Well, if you make a New York trip and you fly over to London, it's only about 4.5-hour flight, and then those cities you can easily take trains to, from France to Italy. You don't even have to fly in once you're over there. So some of that travel might be less. And I just think that globally the people want the game. They want to see the LeBron Jameses, Kobe Bryants. They want to see Chuck and Shaq on TNT talking about it. I think it's just an international game that needs to be seen. Too many international players are over here.
Should point out, too, that Adam Silver has named Mark Tatum Deputy Commissioner and Chief Operating Officer. He's been with the league for 15 years in global marketing and that kind of thing. He's now the Deputy Commissioner. You guys all know what it's like to walk on that stage, too, on draft night and shake the commissioner's hand. And here's Here's Chuckster with
Chuck-
that.
Okay, I was poor at that time.
No, you look
America.
like you was from an Ivy League school.
I'm serious. I was poor at
Ivy
that
League
time.
school.
With that
Nice
suit.
tie.
Thank you.
Hey, Kenny.
Yeah, I was, I
Nice
still got that.
mustache.
Yeah, that's all right. Sacramento Kings. Oh my God, that wasn't these Kings. That was these Kings.
Oh.
Who me?
Look at that
Fashion.
youthful.
Who,
Look
me?
at that young man.
Look at them waves.
Man, you look about 24
mommy.
right there.
Mr. Roy.
You look like this. Yeah, I don't think,
No, I think I was
wasn't quite
20 then.
24.
You wasn't quite 24 then,
Yeah, I was 20 and the record was 40 then. 4 years later, took it up to 64.
Yeah, man. Oh my goodness.
Look at that
I
mustache.
need that picture. Can I get that picture?
Sure.
Yeah, I need that picture.
Got all that stuff.